So hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dipayan, and today we are going to deal with the master cylinder of this motorcycle, the Highness, which went bad. So what exactly happened over here? What is the issue that I'm facing? It's not broken or it's not leaking or nothing of that sort is happening, but the piston over here, while we press the brake, there's a piston over here which goes in and comes out, which in turn pushes the oil from here to the caliper, which in turn actuates the brake, right? So that's the theory over here. So in my case, the piston over here, it's kind of seized. I mean, it's working, but this is the free play, right? So after the free play, this travel is actually the brake. So this operation is not that smooth, it's very hesitant. So that creates a lot of problem while braking. So why this happens? Generally this one has a self life of 20-25,000 kilometers. It's not that expensive. It's around 1500 rupees that I had to pay for this, which I would come to later. So this has a self life of 20-25,000 kilometers. In few cases it even extends more than that, but generally after 20-25,000 kilometers this issue starts. In my case, I didn't run for that kilometer, since I was I do a lot of modifications in my motorcycle. Previously I had changed the caliper. Now you could see it's back to stock. That's another story. I'll tell you why later on. And also initially I had changed the master cylinder with a new one, a different one, a more powerful one. Again I shifted to stock. So these things I perform in my motorcycle every now and then. So due to that, this one prematurely weared out. So otherwise this does not go bad that easily. And also there is a kit available in the market which you could replace over here, but in my previous experiences that does not go a long way. So I generally prefer replacing the whole master cylinder. As I said, it's not that expensive. If you go for the original one, it costs around 1500 rupees from Honda. So I would come to that later. So now let us just go with the replacement procedure. So I would just set up the tripod and everything, and we would go ahead and replace this. So for that we just need to take out the mirror. As you could see, I have already taken it out, and I would be undoing this 12 mm bolt over here. There are two copper washers, one on either side, and we would take that out. A little bit of oil is going to drip over here, and we are going to put in the new one immediately, and then we are going to remove this from here and put in the new one. So yep, now we are going to first loosen this 12 mm bolt, which is the hose pipe for the brake fluid. Okay, be very careful as brake oil is extremely corrosive. So place some old rag over here on top of the fuel tank, so that even if it trips a little bit, it doesn't make any problem over there. Yeah, so it's cracked, right? So after it is loose, we need to lose these two 8 mm bolts, which is the clamp bolt holding this caliper over here. But before that, let me just take out the lever. So now let's go ahead and crack open the clamp bolts, which is holding this master cylinder and the handlebar, for which we need an 8 mm socket. So we have a new clamp along with the new master cylinder, so we don't need that. Now we need to undo the brake light jacks which are underneath. Just pull it out, it's gonna come out. Okay, just like that. Okay, this is the new master cylinder. This is the same master cylinder which is installed on Honda Shine SP125. Okay, so I bought it from Red Wing Honda. So it's the same thing, same part number, same price, everything you're going to get in the Red Wing Honda, the general Honda workshops. Okay, so you could buy it from there. And now we are going to go ahead and undo this 12 mm bolt which we earlier cracked out. So it's loose now. Okay, now a little bit of brake oil is going to drip out, no problem for that, but you just got to be careful about the copper washers. Okay, there are two on either side of the hose. So gently unscrew it and hold the copper washer and take this one is completely released now. So keep it in a safe place in a way so that the brake oil does not drip. And let me get hold of the new one now. So there is a plastic stopper over here. Take it out, and now we could install it back to the new master cylinder. Once it is hand tight, we can place it back over here, right? And now it's time to put back the new U clamp which came with the master cylinder so that it is installed over here before we continue installing further things back. So now we have the new master cylinder installed in the motorcycle, and it's time now for to tighten up the 12 mm bolt holding the hose pipe over here completely. So before that, make sure the two 8 mm bolts holding the master cylinder U clamp is properly tightened, otherwise it's going to tip over. That should be fine. Okay, so once this one is secured, so the next step is we need to put back the brake light connectors. So there are two studs over here on which these two clamps, these two plugs are going to go and get seated. It's time to add brake oil, brake fluid into the master cylinder, right? And for that we need to remove the top cap. So this time I'm using the Waxpol .4 brake fluid. Now it's time to install the lever to give it a little bit of pumping and bring back the pressure. If my luck is good, the pressure is going to come immediately, and if it doesn't, then I have to bleed the system again, which is a different procedure altogether, and bring the pressure back. So the lever is installed temporarily. I'm going to take it out after the pressure comes back, and I'm going to grease this thing over here and put it back again. That's a part of the procedure. So first let me just pump the system and check. Bubbles are coming out as I am pumping it. So that indicates that the air which went through in the system is coming out from the valve over there. Well, it seems that I have to bleed the system a little bit because pressure is not building up over here. So there might be a lot of air bubbles inside the brake hose line. So yep, let me just do it off camera, since I already have a dedicated video regarding brake bleeding and brake oil replacement in the motorcycle, the front one. So let me just do it off camera, and then once the pressure comes back, we would continue this video. Okay, stay tuned. So yes, finally pressure has arrived, guys. It took me around 1.5 hours to bring the pressure back. It was a tedious job, it always has been. So nonetheless, the job has been done successfully. As you could see, the mirror is installed back in its position. The Bobo mobile holder is also back in its original position. Everything is done up well. The brakes are working fine. I just took a test ride of the motorcycle. Everything is fine. Okay, so yep, that completes my replacement procedure of the master cylinder, brake master cylinder of this motorcycle. As always, please do not try this at home if you're not sound with all these kinds of replacement procedures regarding brakes and everything. Things could be really hazardous if not done properly. Okay guys, have it done from a professional mechanic. I just shared this information with you all, just like every time else I like to share information like this on YouTube. So just take it as a information sake, as a knowledge sake. don't try to do this at home if you're not sound with all these things. Okay, it's just a matter of 100 200 rupees. You could just take it to any good professional, local or authorized mechanics, and they would do the job for you. Okay, and as I said, guys, there is a shelf life for everything, right? So there is a shelf life for this master cylinder as well, which according to me is around 20 to 25,000 kilometers, not much. Okay, not more than that. So it doesn't cost much if you calculate it like that. It just costed me 1500 rupees. So I believe 1500 rupees for 25,000 kilometers for something like brakes in your motorcycle is absolutely fine. Okay, even if it doesn't stop working completely, there is going to be some amount of resistance, and how when you press the lever, there's a resistance which comes, because you got to understand there's a piston over here which goes inside and comes outside every time you press the brake and release it. So with time it goes bad. Okay, so that's why the replacement was done. It's not that it broke out or something was leaking somewhere. No, nothing like that. That's it, guys. That's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful, do give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends and family. If you're new to this channel, it goes without saying, guys, please do hit the subscribe button. It motivates me to make more informative videos for y'all. Okay, so I would continue bleeding the rear brake now and replacing the rear oil, but that's going to come in another video. One of my subscriber had requested me to show how to bleed and replace the rear brake fluid. I had already done the video for the front one, but now I'm going to go ahead and do it for the rear one, but that's going to come up as a separate video, not in this one. So yep, I'm going to continue that, but as of in this video, I'm going to end it over here. So please do take good care of yourself, guys. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.